A plan for a Chinese company to build a battery plant on farmland is pitting neighbor against neighbor in a small rural town. Well, tonight that fight is heating up further. The National Republican Senate Committee is attacking a Democratic congresswoman running for a Senate seat in Michigan. It's running an ad that claims she secretly worked with the Chinese company on plans for that battery plant. Joining us now with more on the ad is NewsNation correspondent Joe Khalil. Hey, Joe.
Hey, Elizabeth. And look, up to this point, Congresswoman Slotkin has been pretty quiet about these serious allegations that she somehow has this connection to the Chinese Communist Party through this company. But NewsNation learned exclusively today, we scooped, that a source close to her says those allegations are entirely false. Her name was never on that NDA, and that she and her campaign pretty soon are going to be making that very clear to the public. New tonight, Democratic Michigan Congresswoman Elissa Slotkin pushing back on Republican allegations she worked with a Chinese Communist Party-backed company to build a Chinese-owned battery plant in her state and then tried to cover it up. Those allegations were at the center of a National Republican Senate Committee ad alleging the Congresswoman signed a non-disclosure agreement to hide her work with Goshen, the Chinese firm.
Tell Elissa Slotkin it's time to come clean. Stop covering up deals with communist China.
The ad comes as tension between the U.S. and China continues to rise, and it argues voters shouldn't trust Slotkin, who's running for Senate in 2024. But a source close to Slotkin tells NewsNation exclusively she has not had any involvement at all with the project and did sign an NDA with the state of Michigan, but about an entirely different project, a General Motors plant in her district. The NRSC says it stands by the ad, saying in part, quote, "It's bizarre but not surprising that she's now trying to cover up her involvement in this sketchy deal with a company connected to the Chinese Communist Party."
No!
This showdown, just one more fight in the battle surrounding Goshen, with hundreds of Michigan residents pushing back on the project. Set to be built 100 miles from Camp Grayling, where the Michigan National Guard is training the Taiwan military, the state's governor says the plant would bring thousands of high-paying jobs.
The thought that we would have this enemy government setting up shop in our state, what about the spying consequences?
When NewsNation reviewed Goshen's corporate documents, we found this alarming clause. The company should set up a party organization and carry out party activities in accordance with the Constitution of the Communist Party of China. And it's not just Michigan.
You've sold us out to China.
Another Chinese company attempted to open a corn plant in Grand Forks, North Dakota, just 12 miles from an Air Force base that specializes in drones. Residents there fought back.
What's going on in Grand Forks? How can they not see that this is a Chinese company that's connected to the CCP?
The project ultimately killed by the federal government. And Elizabeth, we have this tit for tat going on now. The NRSC stands by their ad despite what we've reported today. We should mention that Congresswoman Slotkin is so far the front runner, the most likely Democrat from her state of Michigan to run and win and become her party's nominee for that Senate race in 2024.
Right.
Elizabeth.
I'm sure we'll be seeing more political ads out targeting Congressman Slotkin in the future. Yeah. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.